Alright, this is just minutes after I finished the last part. I do actually wanna just start on the next episode. I'm too interested in this story right now. The last... I keep wanting to call it a chapter, it's a case. It's really fucking good for a tutorial one. Probably the third best. Okay, so bell in the shape of a pawn. Based on the title, it's probably a prison. So flash a light on blood. I usually forget what happens in the starting. Okay, I thought so from the tie. Now he's dead. It's a very animated shadow for this game, for this series. Another flash of light. More. It's a very yellow flash too. Okay, and then the dog. Word. Is the guard dog's bell? Is that what it is? Oh, the detention center. Alright, so this is what it's supposed to look like. I always kind of pictured the window as some kind of a tiny door window. Maybe a bit wider than my shoulder with at most. This is 12 days after the previous case. Was this song in the last game? I've definitely heard it before, I think it was. Maybe it was in the first case. He's not coming. Okay, well they were supposed to be questioning Knightley, were they? Was Knightley killed in imprisonment? That's interesting. He's not coming, sir. How long does he intend to keep us waiting? No, Miss Edgeworth. There's no need to get your cravat in a twist. The fuck's a cravat? I think I've heard a Finnish word like that, cravat. I don't know what it means either though. In Van Rook's murder, 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention center. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant, Horace Knightley. His trial was set to begin the next day, with me serving as the prosecutor. Still, he is rather late. You there, do you know what is going on? It certainly ain't. I tried calling him one more time. It's terrible. It's Knightley. He's been murdered. Again, I'm not very good at improvising quick voices, really. What? What you say? I can't remember Compass's voice ever. It's been like 15 minutes at most since last used this voice. Murdered? Inside the detention center? Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out. Do you always need to say my full... I'm not using the full name, but I need to say my name before setting something. You there, take us to the crime scene, post haste. Yes, sir. Hopefully lots of soft voices this time around. My throat is obviously not recovered from last time. Knightley's not in his cell. I thought he was being held there. That's a cell? It looks more like a hallway of cells to me. A very wide hallway too. Goodness. Wait, why are there so many trophies in the prison? Or jail? So how's trophies? What are you doing, sir? This way. I don't know why all three of them stopped. Still slippery floor sign or no enter thing. I'm sure it's gonna be irrelevant. Where are you taking us, pal? Through the storage there. Is that bronze or wood? It has to be... It's not all metal, I guess. It's the prison. It's a very locked door. Face in. What were the small baking goods back there? Those cells we just passed up are part of the detention center. They're used for holding suspects temporarily while they await their trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose. So they have both detention centers and a straight prison here, not just a jail or anything. A straight prison. Oh, I just realized. If we're going to a prison, there's serious potential for them to bring back old characters, like old villains, if they want to. Even as like, just quick references. This is very good. Criminals who have been declared cool to serve out their sentences, pal. Well, they seem like an excellent chance to a quick reference to an old character, old villains. Like good villains, please, not like Tom Tinker or something. It's the one place the great thief does not want to end up carrying. My own card or somebody. That'd be cool. Demon can't. I'm opening the door now. Please follow me. I can't fucking stay still, I've noticed. No recognition anyway. Pretty rocky of an area. And is that fucking hay? I'm cursing a lot, aren't I? Okay, the question is how did he get out of his cell in the first place? What? There's a chestboard here and a glove that stained pink possibly? Or pink gloves that stained black. But in that case it'll be stained black, right? It's supposed to be stained red. I have questions. It's a very specific looking texture on that blanket. There's no mistaking it. Knightley's dead. More, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen? So he was outside of his cell at the time, in an area that presumably prisoners don't usually end up in. Definitely without being guided there by some prison worker, surely. So the question is, who let him out? And who was he with? Was he with anyone? Thought for a second I wasn't recording, nothing bad. Rec room A. It's just, is that hay or what's that? Looks like there's a giant pair of handcuffs attached to them as well. And there's some type of hook device that almost looks like it's for hanging people, but that I doubt that one. The same type of fabric is on the right underneath it. I can't believe something like this would happen to Mr. Knightley. Yes, I can't believe it either. But the scene you see before you is the unmistakable reality. Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention center? Indeed, he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they attend the detention center their holding cells. They only enter the prison after they have received a guilty verdict. Knightley should not have been moved in here. Do you think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir? They looked very secure, like very absurdly secure. Oh boy, how many of these rooms are going to be relevant? Use metal doors and a long passageway separate the prison from the detention center. Surely they're not the same fucking size. No, it could go further to the right. They're specifying one cell from the prison. I guess they're saying that that's what the cells look like. Partial map. Office is up there. Then there's a blue area that we don't get to find out anything about. Looks there's either some type of a station in that blue room, possibly a car station or something, or it's just stage, although you'd expect the entrance to the stage to be centered, so it's probably not what it is. There's some type of round thing there. Maybe I'll put it plan. As a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Indeed. Just what the hell is the shape of the building if that's what the floor plan looks like? It's an insane shape of building. What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. Those have to be the same fabric, right? why is the fabric? Oh boy, I forgot about to move around even. Let me direct something. There's a wasp spacing over here. Are there any clues that could be used to link to this case? I don't smell any signs of treasure. I'm searching for clues here, not treasure. I hope they're not gonna start like vandalizing Kay from this point on now that she's presumably less plot relevant than she was in the first game. There are a bunch of strange tools here. I don't see anything out of place. I'm kind of picking up the scent of animals. Do you have special smelling abilities or something? I actually seem to possibly do. I'm not telling last supposed to remember that. There's one sink upstairs that was right next to my room. It's what everyone upstairs used for drinking water. Except me, because whenever I tried to drink from it, it smelled absolutely horrible, incredibly gross, and taste as well was completely disgusting. Like it being filtered through, it was water that had been poured on a plant and then filtered out of the mouth or something. It's completely gross. Everybody else said it tastes perfectly normal. I was apparently the only one who found it anyway peculiar. So I don't drink for that at all. None of the other causes for a problem either. That one specifically tasted absolutely horrible. Nobody else knows the difference. They fill up like a full on liter cans and sit and drink from those. No, it's just a feeling, but I can smell the scent of treasure. Remind me to log off all of my valuables in the safe. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't steal your valuables. So you would steal someone else's valuables. She's not very good at choosing a route, I see. What are these bottles? There are a bunch of strange tools here. It's a very strange room. I can't understand what this room is for. Maybe it's for storing weird evidence, but it's a fucking prison. I don't see anything out of place. I'm kind of picking up the scent of animals. Again? Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Clearly I was paying lots of attention last time. Apparently we look at the same thing. We're starting to look at the bottles. We're gonna look at the body obviously in a minute. I was curious about these other things. Is that a fucking whip? Oh no. I actually really want to see Francisco just because I want to try to read her voice. We want West Under the stolen every suspicion looking kind. God damn it, Kay. Indeed. This is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch screens. The fuck was the Y button in my keyboard right now? But I had that set up as. Okay, but oh no, that's the back part button. That's the that button. Okay, it's not mine. It's a gate inside the gate. It's a gate inside the gate that's in the prison. It's like a gateception. I believe the correct term is prison cell. It's the same thing. You need to look more at the essence of things. Are we pulling a stepladder right now? Actually, it's more important to get the correct information. What's the hook? Is it? It's a pulley. Is that used for prison labor too? It looks like it. It's something I haven't asked you. Don't even think about dangling on the hook. How'd you know that's what I wanted to do? Somehow, I had a feeling. Is this the Y button? That's the Y button, right? Hey, apparently. Is that a whip or is that a sword and a whip? I'm worried that it's a whip, how about it? Okay, sure, let's say I look at those. Maybe it's the same item. Those are some colorful sheets. Yeah, Zim must be covering it. But the whip is on top of them, so if you presume that they were all in a stack, that means that whatever that is was placed on top of them after the shield was taken off, meaning that after the murder. So whoever placed that must have seen the body and was very like the murderer. They're the most iconic thing in this world. They don't fit in with the prison. There's a whip placed on top of the switch. Hold on. It reminds me of the whip lady. Hopefully she's in the game. Maybe she left her whip here? I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. But she did though. There was a rope near the body as well. Was? By the way, my special talent. Invisible rope escapes. There's no need for that now. Does she want to show it off that badly? I can examine the body. Oh, it's Knightley. Murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look. It didn't seem like he was working for anyone. So the idea that a superior of his would have murdered him doesn't really line up. Seem to do it for completely selfish motivations. Who knows? What's the glove? This is a rubber glove. And what color is it supposed to be? Pink? Yes, there's no mistake. It's a rubber glove. How come there's only one? No, I should have picked up one up, but I didn't. Looks to be for the left hand? Really hard to tell. Is he wearing the other one? No, it would be awkward if I've been seeing it there long enough for that. Let me take a closer look. I like this for the right hand. Kind of end up looking like war prints almost. Bye. And what's that saying? We knew it was we already knew that it was in the full of bottle of blood for inmate use. This isn't a searching joke, is it? Oh no. It says for inmate use. That must mean a prisoner used this glove? Yes, that was what I was thinking. The blood shouldn't be anything surprising. The fingers on the glove are covered in blood, yet because they were in the pool of blood. This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed. Oh yeah, fair enough, I guess if the glove was there ahead of time, then only the edges would be that covered in blood. Why is that? It was on the floor before the pool of blood had formed. The blood would have formed an outline around the glove. Ah, I see. The blood was only cutting on the edges of the glove. This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood, but only this glove, not the other one. Is the pink thing in the background the other glove? Because I tried to look at that already. That must mean the killer left it behind. Indeed, it's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. You there? What is it, sir? Do you recognize this glove? Yes, sir. The inmate you use this for prison labor. What type of labor is that? That's not. Rubber gloves are usually kept in inmate rooms. They are strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out. Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in the room. What's the pink thing in the back then? Please tell me. So why is there chest part here? And I should buy one. I came up with a chess game a few days ago. I like that right now, but I don't have a chessboard right now, or anyone to play with. What's this, Miss Letchworth? Miss Letchworth has something similar in his office. It's a portable chessboard. He was probably the victim. He was allowed to carry that around. No, the question is it going to be missing pieces? I feel like it's going to be missing pieces. Ah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right? You don't say. He was probably using to pass time in the detention center. Folding chessboard, piece are stored inside. Thought to upload to later. Thought. Alright. Usually the game gives information, especially right at the beginning. You should presume that it's false. Can we check it any closer? Yes, we can. What? Oh, that's just the rendering back. Why do all latches on specifically chessboard look exactly like this? That's my question. Really? Oh, come on now. With how? You can open it from here. Hurry up and open it. Why are you getting so excited? But are you saying? Does everyone get excited when they're opening a box? I think that probably applies to only this missing piece. Let's see. This is just surprisingly detailed model. Might be the most detailed of any we've ever seen. Okay. Hang on. Oh, boy. Doesn't seem to be missing pieces. And it is well organized. The officers are all facing the same direction. They're not like when I would feel this in, I would let them face each other, mirror it out, but they're all facing the same direction. Probably what it's worth. I doubt it's worth anything. There could be a hidden compartment under this. Surely the police would have been smart enough to fucking check for something like that, if they let him have it. If it is, yes. These are chess pieces, right? It'd be really easy to take it. That's one of the crucial belongings that they let him have. I'm sure there was keep a list or something like that. I saw something similar to in the office, Mr. Ashworth. Huh? But here's it. Pieces here are black and white. Oh my fucking days. Those are the correct colors. My pieces were custom made. Custom made? That sounds like a treasure to me. Oh, I'm so sparkling. Does he intend to steal it? Let's worth is really on the edge now. Is there... It has to be more of this. That's fine. Oops, daisy. Well, I don't see anything right now. Look at himself. The blood from his neck has stained his braids bright red. The cause of the death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. So did somebody go and twist his neck to the right? It looks like it. We know he can't look to the right. But his head is most certainly turned right. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There are small bumps on his head. Of these bruises. Maybe after he was stabbed in his neck, he fell backward and hit his head. Maybe after he was stabbed in his neck, he fell back and hit his head. I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Okay, do you have your digital camera over here? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it? Games definitely made pretty smart for an error, goodness. No, not really though. What's the game of... I think it was 2010 this game came out, maybe? Sure thing. Here, Gummy. Thanks, pal. Alright, I'm taking the picture, sir. Still, it's wearing the awfully dirty clothes. There appears to be dirt stains in several places. I guess. The cloth looks very, very dirty. I know that. I will just presume that they put more effort in detailing this one than the other ones. But I find it not being dirt. COD, what is... oh. What does COD stand for? Cause of death. Sparing those clothes even though they're dirty. It's just like me, sir. Detective, I hope you realize that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. He's covered with a dirty sheet. There's a rope on top of the sheet. Wasn't I tied up with this rope? Question. Feeling the logic though. Let's look under the sheet. We might be able to find something. Yikes! The sheet is bright red. Is it only on that part of it, or somewhere else? We know he was still bleeding by the time he was cut here, but we can't. I'm going to presume that that's all his blood. It's easily testable. So was he wrapped in there after he started bleeding, but not the entire time he was bleeding? These appear to be bloodstains. It's a colorful pattern. We keep noting that. We still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely. So he has something in his hand, right? It's a chess piece. It's an extra chess piece. That'd be interesting. If there's an extra chess piece instead of some that being missing. There's something on his finger. Let's have a closer look. It doesn't look like anything particular. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring. It looks like a glump of white to me, but alright. Don't steal it. What? I didn't do anything yet. Oh, we're just gonna ignore it. It's only in his finger, right? It doesn't look to be on his finger, it looks to be just in his hand. Oh, I guess. I thought he was holding it. So we're noting it, but we're not doing anything with it. They probably are drawing a close-up shot, but we're not acting as if it's any what's relevant right now. Okay, his sleeve is also ripped off right now. The bottom is just right. I was trying to look at his tie. Yes. So his white sleeve is doing the same thing as in the last case. Was his white arm injured? How is that his brace? Okay, maybe really precisely. Yeah, okay, it's not gonna matter apparently. Okay. Do you have anything in logic, right? Oh, we do. Oh, for fuck's sake. Didn't notice either one, do you? So the whip was left. The whip and the rope were put there after some of the clothing was taken off the stack. Unless they were in two separate stacks, of course. The sheets stack here have a very distinctive pattern. It's the same as the bloodstained sheet. Of course, the sheet is really dirty, so it's possible that the sheet was taken out ages ago. Possible that the sheet was taken out way before the murder. That's right, Kay. Don't steal my life like that. Mr. Interrupt, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as the great thief. I thought she was on hiatus. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence. With the three of us are here, It's a piece of cake. Bite, Cammy. That's right, pal. We're the invincible trio. Oh boy. It's too early to start celebrating. There's still something we haven't found yet. Yeah? What haven't we found yet, sir? The murder weapon. I mean, if his neck is just twisted to the right, the footprints. Ah yes, indoors footprints, my favorite. The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet. Surely his neck was just twisted to the right and that reopened his wound, yes? Oh, now to mention it, you're absolutely right, sir. Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of the basics? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Don't worry about it, Cammy. I didn't notice it either. That's not much of a consolation. In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. Again, you can just twist someone's neck without a weapon. It seems that the dog might be the murder weapon, but they're probably just trying to fool us into thinking that it'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task. I see, you have a point. What was the murder weapon and where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case. Somebody opened the door. Oh, that visitor here already? Okay, seems you should go to sign up. I think he's in the cover for the game as well. On top of this person, the silhouette, and this person, the silhouette, there's one more person I have seen. And their silhouette is on the bottom, well, the rightmost one. Not completely unspoiled game. Okay, what type of voice am I going to do him? That's bad. I can do it, actually. So it's bad scene like this. Is this the crime scene? No. So it's bad scene like this. So it's bad scene like this. Is this the crime scene? It fits, but I don't want to do it another throat killer. Throat killer, huh? Let's see how this helps. You're guessing it's detective on then. Aren't you? That piece of cake is that third trial. Listen to how he talks more. It's been a long time, Mr. Shields. Shield sounds like defense attorney. He also has a blue tie. Lots of people with ties in this game. To be fair, that's some feature fighting. Raise shields. Yes, that belly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Fancy meeting over here. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edge wasn't that old man. Detective, it's fine. Aren't you Prosecutor Edgeworth? I thought you looked a bit young. Yeah, he's shocked. He has very small hands while having long fingers. Goodness. Very long fingers. It bothers me that his right hand has one extra line than his left one. His voice. You feel yourself familiar, looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again. Uncle Ray. You'll never change. Is this Edgeworth's uncle dancing? How many years has it been since we last saw each other? Ah well, but fuck, Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. I don't trust him. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgot about. We're not doing that fucking accent, goodness sake. I'm trying to do a go for Mafia accent just because of that, but I can't do it. It just ends up turning into Lala's accent. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgotten about you and your betrayal. That's even harder to do than Horace's voice somehow. Just that tiny bit of rasp is somehow at my throat more than full-on rasp. Betrayal, eh? I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth? Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law. Are we saying that Manfred von Karma was friends with his defense attorney? There's about a 0% chance of me believing that. Looks way older without the shot. Gives you the haircuts. Yes, attorney, I see that your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Detective Dick Kamsu, sir. Kate Faraday, nice to meet you. I'm the Great Bean. What was he here for? That's the question. Ah, but currently on hiatus. Great Eve. That's not too harsh, it was coming. Great Eve. Well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful. Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it right. I'm going to be recruiting new members. Registration forms are easy to fill out. That's splendid. I'm great for top of the same little gang. I'm sorry, but we only accept white children and energetic girls. I see, that's too bad. How about a hug then? A sign of affection. Ah, you're okay. Meow. No. I guess not. This isn't Europe after all. I mean, Finland isn't exactly the most European of European countries, but people don't just hug each other over here either. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Oops, that's right. Sorry. Prevented attorney from investigating the crime scene is von Karma way, isn't it? Ah, he's been an ass, is he? Hey, you've been talking about von Karma this and von Karma that. What's your problem, pal? Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped. But let's see on his pocket. Maybe a notebook? The sword-looting bothers me. So it has a large fucking eagle. And large eyes. Goodness sake, those are some large eyes. Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney of Forrest Knightley? That's right. Or should I say, I was his defense attorney. The air quotes are really not making your case on being less suspicious. Goodness. Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say. You're very implying the past here, but I don't know what it is. I think know if he means uncle literally or not, or I mean, did he have an uncle-ish relationship with Edgeworth or not? Uncle-ish is an interesting word. He's already been a perv, so that is definitely putting him in an uncle direction. Alrighty. How is he staying on balance, like leaning back like that? Looks really fucking uncomfortable for the spine. What's happening down there? Defense attorney. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean... Yes, young guy was supposed to meet the night boy. As was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body. I haven't brought him California roll. Going to the fucking Knightley place again. Mr. Shields, you can't bring forth into the detention center, spot stay. Ah, is that right? Well then, would you like it? No, thanks. Okay, don't. Please don't. Or come true. Still, to think that the prosecutor expert actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty, wasn't that the von Karma way? You're just serious guts. That is a thing of the past. Heh, is that right? So, you sure you don't want it? I told you, I don't want it. That's worth sending someone close to him. Give somebody close to him a guilty verdict or something. That's what I'm getting. How did you meet with Knightley? We met yesterday. Where am I supposed to put these AirPods? Please stop. They called me over as soon as the Knightley boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. He talked about how you interfered with his plans. He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you. Mr. Shield, you also talk about me? Why did I forget that first voice also then? Mr. Shield, you also talk about me? I frequent the visitors room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time. So you're a regular at this prison. Regular? That's an interesting place to be a regular at. Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. I'm here to visit an... Apparently there's a very limited number of voices I can do. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. No, long voices are hard to do. We usually meet here in the visitors room, but I've also been here before. Then I should ask him about this room. I don't think we've heard this theme before, and I don't think I will care much for it. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it? Ah, this room, eh? There's a pub quiz for our prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room? Which? The lecture room, the morgue, the entertainment room. I don't know what the fuck this room has to do with the lecture. The morgue. Maybe I don't quite understand what a morgue is, but I thought a morgue was where people were buried, like synonymous to graveyard. I don't think this would be a graveyard unless he's making a joke about the student in there. The entertainment room, there's washing tub, the cage could pull in possibly hay or something that I actually kind of forgot to inspect. I could say the morgue, I guess. Let's presume that the morgue just has something to do with the bodies and I'm worrying about what? Let's guess. The morgue? Well, there's a dead body in here. Anyone who's out of dead body naturally thinks the same thing. Well, that's about the correct answer. None of them. Prosecutor, that's what the answer is. Wrong. The correct answer is the workroom. Edgeworth is not a bust. All three choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that. They miscarriage various kinds of prison labor in here. It also assumes there's a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison. So, how do they monitor this room? Who is in charge of the keys to the entrance? Prosecutor Edgeworth. The young grade doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you to tell us. Yes, sir. This room doesn't have any locks and keys. It's the locks. There's also equipped with sensors. No locks. Why? What do you mean by that? He was not unless there on his ankles. Something had been ripped from his right wrist, clearly. Or something like along those lines. Great, now I got hiccups. All the presenting blades are wearing electric bracelets. For the bracelet passes to the door, it activates the sensor and... an alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelet will emit a powerful shock. If bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful. Remind me of One Piece again. It's terrifying. It's to ensure that they manage to follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh. That's why whenever an inmate goes to the door, a guard has to accompany them. Deactivate the sensor first. And that's that. Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? Also, how do you know that that's that, if you didn't know how it works? In the past few years, no one has used this room, I'm sure of it. Past few days. So not one of the inmates has entered this room today. The room isn't in a very good condition, is it? And if that's the case, it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There's something in this crime scene that should not exist. Are we saying that he should have a bracelet, or... Well, first of all, what is this? This section of the room is covered in dirt. Dirt is so soft and has footprints on it, sir. There are too many footprints, it won't be easy to identify them all. Until the forensics arrive, we probably shouldn't tamper with this area. Well, that's what's already 4 deep in it. Detective, please don't trip and fall in the dirt. He says, standing in the dirt. Oh, be careful, sir. I don't want to get my favorite coat dirty. I'm more worried about you mess up the footprints. There's something on his thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. The fucking bracelet and lack of it. Oh, dear goodness. Fuck about that. We don't have the actual break. No, we don't. No. Damn, fucking well yourself. I should read up on this more carefully. I might be jumping the gun. Should not exist. The entire body, for goodness sake. In which case that still will have worked. It's in the glove. Was installed on the door of the workroom. Sounds allow me the response to a prisoner's bracelet. Workroom A. Oh, man, I'm already stuck. Carousel, something that shouldn't exist. Again, the entire body. The dirty covers? I mean, but if the body... Oh, crazy. If they had to be... Again... No, they could be made dirty with the help of the mud over there. They don't need to be taken outside. Wow, I'm really clueless right now, actually. Yeah, what's up? So this is what prison is like. It's been very educational. You're more enthusiastic than I am at gathering information. Mr. Edgeworth, you need to work hard at gathering information. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble when the time comes. I don't think the time you'll talk about will ever come. But I told you to gather more information. In order to complete my logic and catch the killer. Useless. Just as I thought, the security in this prison is very tight. Looks like it won't be easy to break out of here. Instead of breaking out of here, perhaps you should consider not entering in the first place. It's all because of those sins with that deck bracelets. She seems to be agonizing over it. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, don't just face out like that. Everything go the way out, Mr. Edgeworth. What? What? Why must I do such a thing? Help me. I believe that even a great thief has rights. For example, you have the right to choose what you want to steal. I guess he doesn't consider this valuable. That's a really cool badge. It depicts a blazing sun on top of a winter frostbite. Is that what it's supposed to be? Yes, it symbolizes the severity of the criminal justice system. My badge has symbols too. It symbolizes love and justice and peace and courage and honor and kindness. What happened to truth? Bye. Yes, sir. In use right now, I'm actually more stuck on it as if I should be cut as sick. Apparently it's getting so late that I can't pronounce things any longer. Mr. Westbrook, you're just a joker. Can you show that to me? I still have no idea what it is, sir. They proclaim that quite proudly. Yes. The door creates a contradiction. What's this? It's a reservation form that lists the inmates who are scheduled to use this room for every missing evidence. There are numbers written here. Probably they're prison numbers. I hate to be called a number, like T4137. Is that a reference? That feels like a reference. Yes, that is why we are born with a name. I'd rather be called Great Thief or the Terminator. Is T4137 a reference to the Terminator? Sounds perfectly possible. Haven't seen any Terminator movies. I think there are movies. Could be a series of a crime now. What about your name? That didn't have for fucking shit. Contradiction, you're saying. They said that the contradiction arose when they found out about the door sensors. I thought it's the fact that he doesn't seem to have a bracelet on him. To be fair, I didn't actually try to inspect the other hand. Yeah, it's not doing anything either. I did... Oh, for fuck's sake. I did try to deduce, right? You see that there's something here that shouldn't be here. In my opinion, it's everything. What am I missing? What am I overlooking here? The gloves shouldn't be here, but that has to do with the door. We already knew that the gloves shouldn't be able to be here. the chess piece. I mean, he shouldn't be able to be here. But I already tried that. I did try that, right? I'm not crazy. I did try to say. He shouldn't be able to be here. Yeah, I did try. Something which shouldn't exist. This thing was already here, and there's also dirt already here. There's already rope over here. He would have been able to smuggle this in, as he would be able to smuggle this in. If we're fine with accepting the idea that he is able to get in here, then we should be fine with the idea that these would be able to get in here. I just pointed at him. I'm sure should count as both his priest and him. Should check on both of those. So why is that pink there? Lord, I'm stuck. Is there anything out of place? Yes, sir. If I had to say. What is it? There's that body over there. Thank you. Yep, it's definitely out of place. If you notice anything else out of place, please be sure to tell me. Ah, this, eh? Is there an off the so-called key to this case, right? It's possible. Yep, then hold on to the cars. Aye, by the way. It doesn't think much about this. I don't want to just force it. That'd be really fucking lame. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have something in my logic, do I? No, I have nothing in my logic. And the rope is already here, the cloth is already here, and the shirt already here. If he is able to get in, then he's able to smuggle in the chessboard and the glove. Like the back to the glove is able to get out of the area it's supposed to be in. That was already a problem before we found out about the sensor system. The sensors shouldn't differ from the rest of him in a way. I don't see. He said that specifically the door was what had contradiction. What is this? Really? The inmates cannot freely enter this room. Oh wait, he's not an inmate, that's the problem. He's not an inmate, I forgot about that fact, so he shouldn't even have one of those. He's not in prison, he's just in containment. Last there when players were tested of their senses. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. That is a direct contradiction. Who left this rubber glove, sir? I don't know yet. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. I'm sorry, I overlooked that. Guard, aside from the inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room? I kind of thought that we'd already established that stuff though. What is a prison facility after all? Only inmates and prison guards come here. This voice is not going to be consistent, deal with it. Mr. Seals! What are you saying? There are others that come in here. Keep going to that freaking other voice. There's the coming here. Again, I was freaking dumb. Siphoning innocent prison guards down, certain things that can't enter this room. I just talked about them. But they, it's their seals. What are these things you speak of? It should be honest. You came all the way here without seeing one point Mr. Prosecutor has worth. Usually can find them walking out prison facility. But we'll talk about dogs then. Well, you'll see once you leave the room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey, you're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal. What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body but a small mind. What did you say, pal? Detective Gumshoe? Oh, sorry, sir. Come on, follow me. I'll tell you that Uncle Ray has been talked about. Man, they're really turning him into an asshole now. He's in the cover of the game. That makes me think that he's not just gonna be the villain of the second case and that's it. Prison hallway. Interesting place for works. Basically, if I want now, there are more guards. Just here. The more that there's some guards living here. Lots of animals. Okay, Edgeworth, how would you not know about this? Animals? Yep, animals. According to the guard. They introduced animals therapy here several years ago. Is that a fucking monkey? Each prisoners assign one animal. In other words, they receive a pet partner. Oh, that seems kind of fun. Well, and it take care of the pet is great qualification to have. I know that something like this has been done in some prisons. There's one prison with a lot of cats. Yeah. And it has been shown to be effective too, of course. Rehabilitation is a really important part of prison, and animals can definitely help with that. Ah, so you mean that work on? Yeah, that's why the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. Oh, that explains why it's so weird fucking wrong. So the thing you mentioned that going to the crime scene is... Right, these animals. But that doesn't make any sense, pal. How would an animal live beyond a rubber glove? Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense into this man? Wasn't the door closed? Mr. Shields, how the animals ought to go over there, please? Most of the door in this prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarming response to prisoners' bracelets, they also respond to the animals' microchips and open the doors for them. So if a prisoner were to take the microchip out of the animal, or by help that's not where this is going, the doors would open for them. Hopefully microchips are outside of the animals, and we're saying that he maybe might should take out the microchip from his animal. It's like a time machine embedded on the animal skin. Oh boy. Let's not have anything about somebody having ripped the animal skin. I touch the simple injection. Psst. And the microchip is inserted. What? That sounds painful. I've heard it's not that painful. But anyway, since the animals aren't criminals, they're allowed to move around freely. Oh, ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals. But still, they can't go out of prison. Prison sensors does not have a sensor. Oh? So less of an incentive for people to try to whip them out. What's that? Is that a bell? The bell from the start? I thought it might be the dog's bell, maybe. That's that? Is the doggo? Yeah, it is. The bell was green, and it looked like a chess piece. An enlarged one. It had blood on its mouth, so if this is the same dog, then blood has been cleaned already. What's this? This dog is spell on its back. Was this the sound that we heard earlier? Meant to hear a sound. Mr. Edward, why are you glaring at each other? I mustn't lose, oh for fuck's sake. Another staring contest. The staring contest he had in the first game was really fucking funny. He had a staring contest if somebody was asleep. Right. Mr. Edward, you look good with dog's eyes, sir. I'll tell him that talk myself. Here boy, here boy. Come show Dick train you saw, right? Well, it didn't seem to care. Completely ignore me, sir. Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only. Now, how would that be? Do you smell like something? Do you have some evidence on you that smells like something? Or like somebody that knows? Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course, don't disregard the case, pal. Don't start, come please. Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered. We'll start with you and that, son. Tell us what you know. Seriously, if I represent it, then this is a great chance for them to bring back some old characters, some of them. This completely ignoring me, sir. You there? Do you know anything about the incident? He's scary. Don't be so cold. Come on, you can't talk to us. Oh, how about an introduction? Sorry, hug. It's time. What was that? Sorry, wasn't great, joked too much. Exercise time. This is great character design right now. This man is clearly odd. See a fucking polar bear clinging onto him. Baby polar bear. I need to get some answers from him. Your name is? Nah, I'm prisoner number D259. J. Albert. God damn it. J. Albert. Gotta raise my metabolism. I can't let my muscles rest. Why am I going for raspy voices? Fuck me. Muscles aside, it looked like she lost a lot of weight. I guess he's getting a little skinny as out the face. Half the mass is one even before it's begun, yeah. Gotta make the weight limit. Are you into the second tournament? Ah, perhaps a boxer. Yeah, I'm a former boxer. But exercise is just a hobby of mine. He's very happy about this. Well, it sure looks like the bear's hobby too. He's hanging on like an apron. So cute. This is Rocky the polar bear. He's my partner. He's loosening his tongue. Maybe you can try asking him now. Where were you and work at the time of the incident? I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you. That's for me to decide. Now, answer the question. Did I just tell you? I know nothing. He has no intention of talking. In that case, you've got no choice but to use that. Logic says. Yes, if he insists he has nothing to do with this, we'll just have to prove yet there's a connection. Mr. Albert, by all means, you will tell us what you know. That's a nice background. And there we went. That's a very brief background. Now, let's analyze the situation. A fighting stance. It seems that he has become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now, let's question him about his knowledge of the incident. To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. I have to tie him up before the sound of the bell. Begin. Can you tell me what you have done today? Answer me. Oh, if you want to fight with me, get into your fighting stance. Well, I'm throwing in the towel already. This is not a fist fight, like another war that is chess. By the way, just know that moving around tires you out. Don't underestimate my stamina. You wanna test me? Wait about yours. I ain't tied long. Well, first off, I ain't up back in my training today. I just stayed quiet in my cell. Quietly, don't watch me through all that sweat. But that's all. That's all I got to say. I'm getting a little tired. You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You stated you stayed quiet in your cell just a moment ago. Rocky, it looks like this is gonna be a tough opponent. Wait. Oh, he's not even mandated to use those. This man, it looks like he's still hiding something. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. I do not need to use fists. My words alone are enough for KO. We're doing the time of the incident. There's no need doing that. When did the incident occur? Did you notice anything under yourself out the prison? Haven't you really? Double sandwich. Yes. It didn't look like a fighting stuff to me. What's it like? If you don't want to fight, get out of the ring. Oh, fuck me in there. Just shouting the answer didn't seem like a right answer. Answer the question, what was the situation like at the time of the incident? Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should find another line of attack. Hold on. Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. Sophie is fuck right now. That hairline is creepy though. Muscle strength while they're resting. Sleep is important. Yes, but... Well then, I'm sorry to have woken you. Rest is a part of training, right? Uh-oh. So you get it after all. Not bad, Miss Prosecutor. Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as Prosecutor. How did you know? What does he have back then? Did H4 send him to prison? Doubt it. That's... The conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you, by chance, eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been asleep. If you lied to us. You got me there. You pick a nice pants. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising in this room. You got a problem with that? Well, now I know he was awake. I should remember this clue. Stop selling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising. Looks like I just ate a counter. Your back's against the wall and there's no way out. Just confess already. I hope I'm not being too quiet with this voice. Hey, quiet down a bit. If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll find the animals again. You've been persistent. However, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said it again, just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals? The bear is not happy with us. Damn it, how could I kind of suck a punch like that? Yeah. There was this great scream back then. It startled the animals. Damn, I will never have lost in the real ring. Check. Mate. Nice back from again. And it's gone. I believe this proves that you know something about the case. Damn, okay, I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. You said that so many times. Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game has just begun. Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Wade's got one important things to say. It must have faded us boys together after all these years. I've received the opportunity to observe your skills carefully, and I'll be giving detailed report to that person about how much you've grown. Who is that person? You didn't know the truth is. This doesn't concern case, it doesn't need to know. No there, it's got me. Don't get to work out. You can do what you like, it doesn't matter to me. How you have been leading your life ever since you were trained by the Von Karma brain? I'm sure that person would be interested. I feel like that my truly reported to him. It is a him. I started for a second thinking that, hang on, who's Edgeworth's mother again? But that wouldn't make much sense. So he's somebody who knew Edgeworth, I guess back before Edgeworth's father died. Gregory, I think his name was. Or if this is Edgeworth's actual uncle, then he'd be Gregory's brother then, yes. Possibly. If these two are this fence attorney like Gregory, that's perfectly possible. I'll express a mistake here. I won't let you exploit me any further. Mr. Edgeworth, just what I can talk about. A long drawn foreshadowing that's gonna just stick Jesus. That's what's happening. Don't concern yourself with it. I wanna call it ours Albert. Now then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case? You're gonna be sorry. Ooh, the size. Recreation time went around 10 a.m. I returned to the room and went straight to my training. Just as I got into the room, I heard a voice shout out, "Ah, I've been stabbed." It sounded like someone's in pain, crying out for help, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell. So I went back to my training. I mean, I'm sure the prisoners in other cells would also hear it. They could verify it themselves. That's odd. You really weren't bothered by that shout? Even if I was, there was nothing I could do. I mean, I can't disagree on that too hard. He should be bothered by the fact that the animals could be in danger. He does seem to care about that. Look out for number one before you look out for the others. That's the basic rule in prison. Indeed, even if you might be looking around, he'll still be locked in his cell. These boys are way too similar. Is all that training equipment yours? You seem to have quite a collection. I get them from the supplier. You can get about anything if you put in an order. It's our secret shop. That's quite convenient. So if I go, I want a cute girl. For fuck's sake. In that case, you should order a book on how to give testimony. What? Because I'm going to knock you down for the count in one hit. You're gonna KO me. Stop kidding around. Hey, don't ignore your Uncle Ray. Stop curving out. Recreation time went around 10 a.m. I returned to the shore and went straight back to my training. Just as I thought got to the two, I heard a voice shout out, "Ah, I've been stabbed." It sounded like someone in pain, calling out for help, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training. If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have been able to get help. Where were the guards? I don't believe he could have been saved. Yeah, but when if someone had come running to his aid? Everybody is clearly lying. But what possible reason would he have to do this? Well, I don't know. To find out and point out the contradiction. What's recreation time? So right away. I'm not seeing it again. You know that for the room A, none of prisoners were supposed to be there. However, it's the room A, so there could be other rooms. But surely there are other rooms. We don't know about those, do we? By the time we knows. Well, that's press, of course. It was that he's clearly lying, so that it seems like he's always part of the contradiction though. So you will need press. Who knows? Recreation time? There are people who come from the outside, come here, and sing and dance and think the people on the inside. That's great! That does sound like fun. And you participate in this event? There are a few opportunities to mingle with the outsiders. After recreation time ended, I returned to this room and went straight to my training. So, what exactly does your training entail? To build up stamina and rhythm, I jump rope. What? In such a small room? Is that dangerous for Mr. Player? I mean, Bucky?
Rocky's a smart one. When he sees me cut my rope, he clings to my chest.
You're able to jump rope while holding a bear.
He's a very tired bear. Rocky's my best partner. So, today I started my jump rope routine as usual. However, just as I've counted it through, I had to worry so. I've been stabbed.
Could you describe that voice for me?
It was the voice of someone whose life was in peril. I could tell. Really? Does no nothing matter?
And this voice, you heard it quite clearly. What time is it? Oops, that voice already.
You've never had a scream or going at man before. I told you, the man must scream for his life. Of course I heard it clearly. It sounded like someone in pain calling out for help, but
That would imply that he didn't die inside that room. Was that all? Did he say anything else?
that was all. He didn't say anything important after that.
That's for me to decide. I'd like to hear it, if you please.
If you really want to know that badly, how about I recreate the scene for you right now?
Is that a threat?
No. Sorry that was a stupid thing to ask. Miles, you should apologize too.
This point is vital. I'd like to clarify it if possible.
Come on, please play with us. For Uncle sake, okay. Anyhow, I heard the voice, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training.
You were able to concentrate on your training after that scream.
If I were on the outside, I'd probably go over and take a look out of curiosity. However, inside this stupid cell, I don't get permission to go anywhere.
Have you considered breaking out of prison?
What the fuck's it take?
That sounds more like something you would try to do. If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have been in.
Yes.
Oh my.
Man, I'm getting stuck on all sorts of things in this case, huh?
Are we saying that he should have heard the alarm? Because we went... Surely if the alarm would have left a record, and surely the guard would have heard as well. It doesn't imply that the alarm ever actually went off. Are we saying that he's wanted to hear it since he was behind the door? We don't know that he was behind the door at the time. We aren't saying that the door should have muffled it now. He does have a bracelet. We're not saying that he could have sent his animal after. Stopping one body and nothing like that. I don't...
You think you can break my cards with that jab?
Why are you guys just stuck on these things this time around?
Oh boy.
The TKO. Oh, for fuck's sake. How did I overlook that? Died instantly. So he's just saying that to possibly get us out. Doesn't know about it with us. That's where he's hiding something bigger. Mr. Albert? Albert, yep. Has to be Albert. Can you hear my voice clearly?
Oh yeah, you're mocking me.
The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't possibly have screamed. So, why did you hear no non-existent scream?
There should have been a scream.
There should have been one.
Dang, I do it does mark look off your face. Yeah, you're right. I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the next cell.
The next cell. Fuck, why am I seeing Polly right now? Oh no, it's the old man here. And the next cell? Next cell in the opposite direction. What's up?
Yeah, I heard the scream.
Okay, we can need a new voice. We isn't have to turn it, that we have to return to ourselves. So then, I heard that guy. That's a great scream. Can you describe the scream for me? Sure. I never told that guy about the contents of the scream though. Aye! Someone quickly, a man scream. Something like that. For fuck's sake. So I wasn't the victim. Or rather, he was the first person to discover the body that was screamed. I see. That solves that mystery. There was nothing wrong with Mr. Ilpa's testimony. Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Mr. Ilpa's testimony? I forget what he said. I'm sure there was a problem. There's some king inside. No, in this case, no problem has presented itself. Hold on, that was one. It's not that you can hit the screen, sir. Hey you, why did you hit the screen, pal? Was he not in the cell at the time? He's calling for that. Aye!
You guys, do you suspect me? I was set up in this stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom?
And how do you know about being in the workroom? For fuck's sake. That would have been possible, wouldn't it? Does he know that it was a workroom? Did he ever say that? Yeah, none of us could have killed him. Hey, if anyone killed him, go and kill you guys by now. Aye!
You guys, don't think you're gonna get out of this prison alive.
I nearly forgot. Despite being locked inside cases, these guys are still dangerous criminals.
Looks like we got ourselves a pretty bad situation here.
What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances. None at all. Who was that? I guess I dismissed the silhouette. And the other motherfucker. Okay, I've seen both decorated signs. That's almost all of what I've been spoiled in this game. Almost. Oh, they're judges. They have a gavel. Please be silent. Please be silent.
Who are you? Can't you see we're busy here?
Silence is golden. Seriously, voice poly on over there.
What the?
Now, your hands. You shall remain silent while under the judgment of the law. You should be thankful. You get to live your life without the need of money. You are to receive the blessing of the goddess of the law. This miss thinks very highly of herself, it seems. Music's very interesting. God, if you would please. What did he mean by your hand? Congratulations, you get to spend the night in this disciplinary room. Goodness.
That's... No, not there. Anyone but there.
Do they have a torture room? Did the local prison have a torture room? Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your heart be reborn. Cast away your sins. Okay, she has quite a fucking complex.
Stop it! No!
Or is it just a room without the animals? Oh, goddess of law, give this man your blessing. I thank thee. You are? My name is Justin Courtney. I am privileged to be a judge, an emissary of the strength of the law. The law? A judge, you say? Why are you here? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I'm going to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee. That is my appointed task. Prosecutorial Investigation Committee? What's that? Do not use that name so lightly. Those are the sacred words of the goddess of law. It's okay, doesn't know. Uncle Ray will explain to her. Explain for her. Good lord, no. Those done. The PIC is an assembly committee of 11 members. Isn't this a shot? And a fisheye effect. The job is stuck if prosecutors are doing their jobs properly. If I'm not mistaken, its members are elected from politicians and those of the legal profession. So, I take it you're one of those members? Indeed, I am thankful they trust me worthy of such a task. I too am thankful that I was able to meet you here. And I would have that hug of thankfulness. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee also shares deep ties with the Bar Association. Bar Association? Hey, I was just kidding. No need to make such a scary face. So your job is to find past prosecutors and punish them? Well said. May you be blessed by the goddess of law. Our job is to remove problematic prosecutors from their cases. And so, those people do not fit to be prosecutors. This music is definitely the label now. Will be stripped of their prosecutor's badge. What business does this whatchamacallit committee have it with Mr. Edgeworth? But we're in the middle of an investigation here.
Objection!
I got the other one, right? What is I'm looking at? Well, you're thick. Seriously, how thick can you be? We're probably not doing that voice. He gave a terrible first impression, and this theme song is fucking horrible. Just who do you think you are, pal? Me? I'm Prosecutor. The best is my name. Vänta just voice. Vänta. Don't you hear me? At the prosecutor's office, everyone calls me the best. I'm so beloved there. Somehow he's one of the five here, even though he has the exact same energy as Portman from the first game. I actually remember your name. I've never heard of you. Hey, yeah, Mr. Flatfoot, you heard of me, right? This is the first time, pal. Oh well, can't be helped. There's no way someone who's so thick on the intake he'll have good ears. Don't you mean slow on the uptake? I suppose you sound natural, as Sebastian only became a prosecutor last month. He's just a rookie prosecutor? Right. But the best way because you're in the office. I keep fucking his voice. Too many voices right now. Oh, so he plans to be. Mr. Esmond, I'm here to clean up the mess you made. What do you mean? The PRC intends to have me replaced. That much is clear. Mr. The best, I understood the pun. I know what you're trying to say. However, I have not been informed of this. Your Honor, I would like an explanation. Very well. This judgment has been passed under the name of the Goddess of Law. The incident at the President's welcome event and the murder of Horace Knightley. The Prosecutor Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off this case, and Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all. What? You can do that. What? You can't just take you off the case like that, pal. Your Honor, I thought I asked for an explanation. The judgment is guilty. The Goddess of the Law's verdict is absolute. I have done nothing to warrant being taken off this case. You don't remember? Very well, in that case, I shall remind you of your past crimes. What are you pointing at? The lighting on that particular shot seemed way more complicated than right here. You boarded the President's plane, which was protected by extraterritorial rights. And then, of all things, you ordered a search for the President's personnel. A single mistake has sparked an international incident. I mean, that's not a bad argument, really, but you crossed the line as a prosecutor. You gravely overstepped your authority. I'll admit it, my actions may have gone against the rules. However, if I had not taken that risk, I'm certain the truth would have never been found. I've never considered my actions as a mistake. So you're saying that as long as the end justifies the means, it's alright to ignore the rules? That is an extremely dangerous way of thinking. This is good with words, goodness. No one is above the rules. That is the spirit of the law. I'm sorry, but I cannot accept your way of thinking. I see, that's the same. Even so. This extendable cable is great. I thought for a second she was like pulling out the shorts the same way that one is in Apollo Justice. The gavel must stand down at the conclusion of a trial. Even if you, or the defense attorney, or the suspect do not consent to the verdict, all you can do is to accept the blessing of the Goddess of Law. The suspect, right? Do we have a suspect? Or will you fight it and risk losing your badge? Send me to take my badge if I don't pay. Oh, that's too bad. It seems you understand. Now then, guards, please proceed.
Look right there!
Hey, what I done? I'm just supposed to be on our side. Just listen to the new prosecutor in charge.
I don't know work for you, pal.
Wasn't that the job of a flatfoot? You had an overwhelming disadvantage here. It's useless to resist any longer. There's a lot of people here with lots of different voices. Detective Comshu, you are now under Mr. the Best Authority. This is something very similar to the first game again.
But that's...
Your Honor. Yes, what is it? This does not mean I have accepted your decision. We will meet again. Certainly. I look forward to that day. Let's go, Kay. Yeah. Wait, don't forget. I'll be reverting to this events to that person. See why I spelled it there. I was saying, I guess the old man is right there, and they're gonna do a semi-reference, not a full reference like I was hoping. Like having one of the witnesses be questioned to be a villain from a previous case. I guess was implied that was the only Yogi. Mr. Edwards, just what happened yesterday? Those two people, the attitude was just unforgivable. Mr. Edwards, I'm here to clean up the mess you made. The Prosecutor Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off this case, and Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That's all. I keep trying to speak faster than I can actually read. It's a problem. Judge Courtney and Mr. Tempest, they were certainly ruthless. But I am more concerned about this. Fix this camera loop. Oh god. Just what is the VRC thinking? I'm worried about what they will do from here on. I have a bad feeling about this. Is this game going to be about high-level corruption? Seems so. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, are you listening to me? At least this case. Yes, I'm listening. You don't will give up on this case, are you? No, I don't plan on backing down. Not with the current situation as it is. Right now, if either of them are trying to cover up anything, they will have had the perfect opportunity to tamper with evidence. If I were to stand by, that would only validate their claims. But I no longer have the investigation rights. What should I do now? You could try to take on a different case that would also take place in a prison to gain access rights there. Have Kay cause an incident over there and get the investigative rights to that one. What is it, Detective Commissioner? Bad news, sir. I heard something down at the precinct. It sounds like they already arrested the suspect in yesterday's case. That's bad news, how? Who's the suspect? What? Who is it? I don't know yet, sir. But if we go down to the detention center, we can ask. Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth. Even if I can't investigate, meeting with the suspect should not be an issue. Alright, we're heading over to the detention center now. I'll also head over on double, sir. Detective, won't that interfere with your job? I could investigate the scene of the crime anyway, so it should be okay, sir. Alright, I'll meet up with you there. Watch it, sir. Let's go, Kane. Okay. Where's the room? I'm still on the right. Later place down. We have to not have a guard standing at the door. To be fair, there's nobody in there. He's not coming, is he? He better not have been murdered as well. He's not. It's happening all over again. Don't joke about that. Somebody else. Oh wait, I made it. It's not happening. Yes, it's happening alright. There's just someone here to talk to you. That sounds like a pretty screechy voice, huh? Screechy, oh boy. Oh boy, another person with this music. No way, no way, no way, no way! Don't be so stubborn. But aren't prosecutors like quite scary or something? Always giving you a best glare? Please, this character is angry. Pardon me, but would you happen to be the suspect? Ah, I knew it! Screechy voice, screechy voice. Okay, why does this man seem so distraught? Well, because you are, you! That doesn't help me at all. Is that a man? Hello, Mr. Suspect. Would you mind talking with us for a bit? Who are you? I'm Mr. Expert's assistant, Kate Birdie. Well, it's just a part-time job. I'm just taking a vacation for a real job. I don't remember hiring you. This is Mr. Edgeworth. He's Prosecutor, but he's not as scary as he looks, so it's okay. Oh, Howard. Really? It's a very interesting character design. But if you remove the top part of the hair, they start looking a little too much like Dahlia. They don't look like Dahlia still, but it's too close for my liking. Really? Really? Okay, I need to separate their voices now. Really? 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 Anyway, can you tell us your name, Mr. Suspect? Yeah, I'm Simon Guys. English is inconsistent. Guys, maybe. Case? Simon Case instead of Simon Says. Oh, that's a really confusing pun. I'm Simon Case. Nice to meet you, Simon. You can just call me Kay. Kay? I'm Miles Edgeworth, a prosecutor. I would appreciate the work with you. Please, it's for your own good, Simon. Really? Finally, it looks like we'll get something out of him, thanks to Kay. So very much not a him look right now. No. Simon Case. I'm gonna presume it's Case just because of Simon Says. Could be Kais, it's a really confusing name. First, I'd like you to tell me a little about yourself. No, not that. I couldn't do that. Impossible. I'm nobody. There's nothing interesting about me. Your occupation? No, wait, not that. It's not a big deal, honest. Yeah, I'm just a regular employee. Good grief. Thanks about horse. About the victim, Knightley. Oh, they're shaking. I don't think he's going to talk to me about this. Simon, did you know Mr. Knightley from somewhere? Knightley? Yeah, I did. He was a friend. So did you know that Nandi was arrested? I kind of like the character design to a degree. Not the top part of the hair. It's very confusing. Did you know that Mr. Knightley was arrested? Yeah, I came here to meet him. So he visited the detention center too. When was that? When did you visit here? It was 2 days ago, in the afternoon. Is this a tool screeching maybe? I just received a call from the police, so I came over right away. From the police? Why did you get a call from the police? It was a request from me, Knightley. He had a message for me. It's surprisingly easy to do. It doesn't hurt my throat. So I like it for that. A message? Yeah. He wanted me to bring him his pocket-sized chessboard. So I retrieved from his house and came here to give it to him. Did he say chessboard? Did he say chessboard? Is Kay still in my thoughts? Now, Mr. Edgeworth, it's just written on your face. It's just getting from your facial expressions. See, I can be your useful assistant, right? So, do you know what we need to do next? You bet! We gotta solve that assignment, right? Correct. Let's present it and see how it reacts. Stacy, that's not present. Why is that doesn't fit it? Alright, of course. Do you recognize this chessboard? Ah, that's Knightley's! Just as I thought. So now we know it seems. Likely. Very likely. This was found near Mr. Knightley's corpse. He always carried a chessboard with him. It sounds like him to have one up until his last breath. It sounds like you two were real close, Simon. Yeah, we were best friends. At least, I thought we were. Well, maybe I was wrong. Huh? Because I never imagined he would murder someone. Huh? Having some... Oh, wait, the previous case. Having someone close to you turn out to be a murder. Really can be so cruel. It's not something most people can easily accept. And I never imagined he would spot ways like this, so... It's why I was... Okay, for background, when I was playing Dual Destinies, obviously spoilers for Dual Destinies right now, the last case, I was convinced, so convinced that Clay Terran was the Phantom. But I got the idea from the fact that we knew the Phantom had been shot in his right arm, and the game had specifically made sure to point out that Clay's right glove had been removed. The game had specifically noted that down. So I thought those had to be connected. Also, the footage looked a little bit like Clay as well. I was a little disappointed. The plot twist was really fucking good anyways, but I was a little disappointed that it wasn't him, because it would have been really interesting for Apollo's character if he had to deal with the idea that his best friend was actually pretty much a serial killer. If he had to either accept that fact based on evidence or try to delude himself into blaming somebody else. By the way, I thought that he'd committed suicide based on the fact that the Phantom would have obviously known where the bombs were, the 3 bombs. And I believe that the 3rd bomb was gonna go off exactly where he had died, right? Around there. So, if he was the Phantom, which the staff wants to test, then he would have known that the bomb was gonna go off exactly where he was already. Now, if he was knowing that the bomb was gonna go off there, he was intentionally going in that area. That just kind of screams suicide mission to me. So when the bomb failed to go off, he would have then intentionally committed suicide with a knife. There's no alternative. First, I think one of the arguments was made in case 4 was that back when Starbuck was still being paid. I think an argument was made that he thought that Clay's body would be destroyed by the 3rd bomb, and that evidence would be destroyed by that, meaning that the bomb was going to destroy his body if he was where he was. That was my logic, but it was obviously not remotely correct. I never imagined he'd be part of ways like this. It's a really fun way to do. Probably really annoying to listen to. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something definitely strange here. There's no way Simon could have killed Mr. Knightley. Indeed, I certainly can't see a motive at all. However, the fact remains that he was the one who was arrested on that charge. Just what was the justification for doing so? It's a very interesting character design, though. I do actually kind of like them a lot. So confused by the hair at the top. So, why were you arrested? I guess they still won't respond to me. Well, I don't know. Looks like she's finally warming up to you. That's a great help. This morning, a police officer walked into my house, and before I knew it, he had brought me here. Was there a prosecutor accompanying him at the time? I remember a prosecutor called the Best or something was there too. The Best, I think his name was. So, it was that rogue prosecutor. Then I guess the police haven't dragged you into questioning yet, huh? The police going to interrogate me? Yeah, that's right, because you're the suspect. No way. Aren't detectives like crazy up for you or something? Always pushing you around with their big bodies? Detective Gunter on the scene. Detective Gunter is on the scene. I knew it. Please don't beat me with your thick arms. I can't take it anymore. Somebody call the police. Sliding up the ice is amazing. What's got him to him, sir? Well, it's because you're a hero, detective. No, I don't get it, sir. I know Simon has to be innocent, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me do something. Simon Kais. Yes? You were Mr. Knightley's best friend. You only just met with him 2 days ago. You say you didn't kill him. Are you certain? Are you sure you didn't commit murder? Are you absolutely sure? Yes I am. I won't harm a fly. You're making it very easy to believe, to be honest. I see. That's enough for me. Maybe I'm making it easy for myself by doing this stupid ass voice. I see. That's enough for me. I shall affirm my assistant in proving your innocence. Edgeworth, you seriously should just start considering a change of career at this point. What's the point of happening on me? It's not just for you. This case, I have a personal stake in it as well. The symbol on this collar is interesting. They have lots of interesting symbols around them, don't they? Both very fucking smart, aren't they? Let's wait. We gotta get back at those two from yesterday. Yeah, I'm fired up, sir. What time is it now? Shock. What? I don't have any investigation rights at the moment. If you were the defense attorney, then you might have, but I don't think you was just allowed to be a defense attorney like that. You could be the partner to the other motherfucker who you with yesterday, right? Since I won't be able to obtain information myself, your role is the most vital. I'm sure we can rely on you to fill any holes in the information we have. Help us help you, that is all I ask. Oh, I just had an idea. Why don't you just forward the defense attorney's bet, sir? Or actually just partner up with the defense attorney. They gotta have a defense attorney. Come on, there's no way Mr. Edgeworth could do that. This isn't the time to be joking around. But I was joking. No, but the suspect is the defense attorney's job. No. Jeez, don't worry about that. It doesn't matter what Mr. Edgeworth's job is. All we gotta do is find the real murderer. So, let's get moving. Okay, pal. I like it, what this part looks like in the overworld. I'm sure I understand, but if the investigation results prove that you are the murderer, no hard feelings, but I will show no mercy. But you don't need to be scared. I believe in your story, at least for now. All I need to do is believe in us and we will wait patiently. There's nothing to fear. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must heal. Is my Edgeworth voice getting more and more high-pitched? I feel like it is. Apparently that was a full hour. I mean, no, a full hour since we were at our office, like... Eat free, live free in prison. No. This part of the prison looks way more expensive. It's not the detention center, actually. So, feel fire it up and ready to go. We still can enter the part of the prison where the murder occurred. If you can't investigate, the only thing to do is now is to find him in court, sir. But how are we supposed to do? But how are we supposed to do that? We can't. Alright, him again. So we got to what we just said. Is that the prosecutor? Okay, my door is fucking done about it. Isn't that the prosecutor? Yes, when it's American. What are you guys doing here? This is come to house Mr. Edward Kent, pal. What are you talking about, big guy? Uncle Wayne's just here to do his job. Switch up? Oh yeah, you're a defense attorney, right? Okay. You are as beautiful as ever. Beautiful. Oh, so fuck off here. I might not look like it, but your uncle is a hot set defense attorney. I met him with a new client today. That was the name again? Shy Monkeys or something? Well, you mean Simon Keys? So that confirms how it's supposed to be pronounced. That's it, gang. Looks like you know the deal. Mr. Edwards, here's the defense attorney. We could pardon him up with him. That'd be annoying, but we could do that. I thought as much. Guess we are not choice but resort to that method, becoming his partner. In the past, whenever I had to investigate cases I was not placed in charge of, I was able to gain access by becoming a subordinate to whoever was in charge. Not my preferred option, but it's the only one I have now. Mr. Shields, if I may ask. By the way, I did take on sidekicks. Well, he was fast. I refuse to take on male assistants for that charm. They're really quite waiting for this guy for now. Especially someone who was like a son to one karma. Mr. Shields, as I thought, he won't forgive me so easily. Mr. Shields, I understand that you cannot forgive me for what I have done. I am also fully aware of your hatred towards those involved with one karma. I don't know if you'll believe me, but I am no longer the same I was back then. Back when I idolized one karma. Yeah, pal, Mr. Edwards is a changed man. Sure, he might be cool in the human prosecutor in the past. But now, it's completely different, pal. When you put it that bluntly, it kind of hurts. That's right. Mr. Edwards not a bad guy anymore. I won't even call him a prosecutor. He's more like, a hero. Yeah. He even helped me out in the big case. That big case last month. A hero? That's some pretty big talk there, Missy. He's a magnificent hero, although he'd be no match for a great thief like me. Well, I'm not selling the point with that. Mr. Shields, don't the actions of the PICs appear strange to you? I believe there might be something else hidden behind this case. I cannot afford to quit at this juncture. Please let me help you with the investigation. I am begging you. I never expected you to crumble like this. It sure looks like you've changed, alright. And I got interested in the cause of all this. You're interested in what changed me? If I had to say, it would probably be that the courtroom itself. All the experiences I've had and all the people I've met inside the courtroom. And perhaps reuniting my old friends. I never expected your fault to change. Who would have thought that you'd lay your heart open like that? I'm sure that man would be surprised as well. Guess I can't turn you away.
It may be long overdue, but allow me to properly reintroduce myself. If you'll be so kind as to wait this.
That's what law officers, Raymond Shields, head attorney. Okay, Gregory Edgeworth then. It has to be Gregory, otherwise it doesn't make sense. Edgeworth? Mr. Shields was an assistant to my deceased father. Gregory Edgeworth. Right, that's how last name names work. They can't be brothers if they don't share a last name, unless somebody married. Really? Your father was a defense attorney? So that means that man Mr. Shields was talking about is? Correct, my cute little K. Prosecutor Edgeworth's old man. I never changed the name of the firm. It's my son appreciation for himself. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh wait, Miles. Uncle Wade doesn't fully trust you just yet. I figured. It may have been temporary, but the fact remains, you were once a disciplined for karma. You say that you would change, but you'll need to prove it to me with your actions. You, the old man, would have fun to do it this way. Yes, I understand. I get tired of all this stuff though, so let's give it a rest and move on. Now, I'll make you my temporary assistant. How does that sound? I'm sorry to trouble you. Well, this outcome is kind of an over, yeah? The prodigal son returned to work in his late father's law firm. What about me? What about me? Of course, you can have it, okay. Alright, thanks a lot, Mr. Shields. I mean, boss. Now then, let's get right to work. Let's see. First off, well, I think we should do it, Miles. That's right. I had some unfinished business yesterday. Immediately through the wheelhouse. So it wasn't the victim. But rather, he was the first person to discover the body of the street. I kind of forgot about that, to be honest. Why don't we find them and listen to what they have to say? Yeah, that's it. I think so too. Update as always. Okay, with that decided, let's hurry up and pin them. So what am I supposed to do? Detective can help defense attorneys. I can just leave him be. Detective, I will give you a special assignment. I want you to assist Mr. DeBest in his investigation and follow his orders. And then, if you discover anything useful, I want you to share with us. Detective, this is your job that only you can do. Can we count to you? Yes sir, leave to me. I'm really good at taking information reports to the defense. Normally, that would be a problem for me. But it may come in handy this time. Alright, let's get moving, shall we? Don't go to jail. Yes, where should we walk? Honey! Okay, can we please inspect Polly now? No. Well then, where's the person who first discovered the body? For now, all we can do is ask around. Oh, it's right there. Oh, of the two. Oh Lord, there's somebody new. Oh no. How am I gonna do with your voice? Also, I'm calling it. There's gonna be some joke about what she has under the coat. Be it that she has like an astonishing amount of watches or something, or that she's incredibly skinny or something like that. There's gonna be some silly joke. Who is this woman, and how am I going to her voice? Oh, what a poor fox. Excuse me, but... Oh, you're simply irresistible. Up to you, man. Me? Very nice indeed. What an elegant moustache. It's a pleasure to meet you, mademoiselle. Defense Attorney Ray Shields at your service. How about we exchange these greetings with a hug? Oh, but of course. Oh no, was it alive? Was it alive? I guess we're in this prison, I shall figure it. Otherwise the prisoners would probably already killed her if she walked around with wearing an actual dead animal.
Uncle's lips.
The proper greetings will begin with a hug and a kiss. I guess he's kissing the fox right now. It's a very deep right look on the right. It's almost like he was stolen from him. Yes, a remarkable feat of greatness that will put a great thief to shame. I feel that close contact is very important. This goes for my family here in my home as well.
Quite strong way of thinking there.
I'm more than Patricia Roland. But please, just call me Patty. The warden. So she's in charge of the prison and detention center. I know the warden is, thank you. Nice to meet you. I am Miles Fitzworth and I have a headache now. I am Mr. Shield's assistant. Pardon me for asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday? Well, of course. Yesterday was a day that I wouldn't have missed for the world. Wouldn't have missed for the world? There was some press performance, right? Didn't you have some kind of important meeting? Oh heavens, no! I despise meetings. It was the animal show, of course. So one voice at a time, I'm getting closer to not being able to do unique voices. A wonderful spectacle featuring animals dancing and flying throughout the air. I always see it along with everyone else in our home. We're one big happy family. We built a special stage in the courtyard just for this performance. A performance for the prisoners' enjoyment. Yesterday, Albert mentioned some kind of recreation. I suppose the animal show was what he was referring to. When did the show take place? It started at 8 AM and ended around 10 AM. That's exactly when the body was discovered. So whoever saw the show would probably have an alibi. Probably. Now if you'll excuse me, I must be going. I have business to attend to. Please take your time and have a look around our home. Can I please look at Polly now? Or it's gonna be a hold it. So, where should we start, Mr. Edgeworth? There was a prisoner who heard the scream from the person who had first discovered the body. Let's start by talking with him. Yes. Polly. Oh, you little shit. They even have a pony. Little kids could ride it. This is a prison, that's right. How nice, it's like a zoo. Although, it's the humans who are treated like animals. Although it's the humans who are treated like animals here. Do you think they'd find out if I took one home with me? Yes. I think if you did that, you'll be the one behind bars. What's from this? There's some information here about the prisoner of this cell. Let's see. Inmate number D259. Species C cell on right. Let's just show the explanation. He's sparking the power now. He's a former boxer who enjoys training to lose weight. His muscles are tough, but he's a bit softy. He's an omnivore, so it says. The polar bear or him? Oh, is this information for? No one's here. This place must take it to this disciplinary room. Yes. I wonder when he'll be back. Who knows? I'm sure he won't be allowed to return so easily. He was in the verge of tears. He really didn't want to go. Indeed, his reaction was quite extreme. I wonder what sort of punishment awaits him. Oj, det gör vi kan. There's a monkey up there. Is a monkey in that here, Mr. Edgeworth? Not the inappropriate spectacle for a prison. When you see stuff like this, you can really feel the tension rise. The tension? I hope you're not expecting me to agree with you. That's okay. Just so we're clear, I don't want to see you climbing that hill. But someone's gonna show that monkey hill's boss. No. Don't provoke the monkey. A little too complicated. What's a rabbit doing here? I almost stepped on it. How? Doesn't camouflage in the least. So what do you mean what is it doing here? How nice! It's like a zoo! Oh no! Okay. Hey, you there. I'd like to ask you some questions. Yeah, cute. Meow. It really is. Meow. Hey you. Meow. You finally know this name. By the way. What is that name? Meow? His name is normal. Meow. That's enough. Carry on with your duties. What we have here is a failure to communicate. It's a pot-bellied pig. Or what? Let's hope it doesn't become thinner. Oh nice! It's like a zoo, yeah. Where's the person who first discovered the body right now? Around this time, I think she'll be in the workroom to the back. The workroom. I should go take a look. This bench is quite rusty. Only cats and Gummy would sleep on this bench. Indeed, no arguments there. What's this? The court lies beyond these shutters, but they are locked. Freedom is right in front of them, but the shutters are locked up. Life is so cool, I feel very sorry for them. Who are you feeling sorry for? Where does this door lead to? Don't you feel some strange lights coming from that door? Why am I... Oh my... That didn't work. Maybe they got a deadly criminal left inside. That certainly is possible. It would be best not to get too far. I was just kidding. Good boy, Sheldon. You can see the crime scene from this small window. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just go peeping me like that. You need to be more sneaky and check your surroundings. Why must I be like a common criminal? I thought you can teach you my special elegance technique. I don't need to use your techniques. Hello? Is this like a fact? Okay, that's not a nice room. Hey, God, do you have a minute? Sir, what is it? Is anyone use that back room right now? Presently, there is one person working inside. I'm positive
His main intention is the new alcohol.
We would like to ask the prisoner a few questions, if that is acceptable.
Yes, sir. I will bring you now, so please wait a moment.
Oh, it sounds really happy about this.
I'll need to use these to you, Miles.
What do you mean?
Because I don't know what kind of scared guy will become out of that room.
Mr. Shields, is your scared cat? Even though you are not an adult?
Thank you, okay.
Here he comes. So... No! Oh!
I said I wanted some returning villains, but not Mr. Solid. Mr. Solid was one of the worst villains. Why? To be fair, if they had somebody like Damon Kent, that'd be spoilers, right? If they have a good big villain, that's spoilers. I understand from that perspective. They barely tease the whole poly thing there. Yeah, I guess they really can't spoil too many things. Just like how they don't even keep mentioning the fact that Manfred had committed a crime right now. Okay, saw it, huh? Really didn't think we'd be seeing him again. This piece of shit. From the very first case.
Yeah, you did, yes, sirs. Are you the ones who look after my proteins?
It doesn't seem like a dangerous criminal. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor.
A prosecutor, is that right?
I'm Mary Shields, a defense attorney.
Mr. Shields, it's to me the complete change once you saw who we were dealing with.
Sorry about that. My assistant says strange things sometimes. He's not prosecutor, just my assistant. Hey, get your act together, Miles.
I guess I messed up. I forgot about my new job.
No wonder I thought you were different from the prosecutor who visited me yesterday.
Looks like it's all I thought was best. Maybe ask you a few questions.
Oh yes, of course you may. My name is Frank Sowit.
Okay, go for it, Miles.
I guess I'll be asking the questions after all. Mr. Sowit, you are aware of the murder that occurred here yesterday, correct? Where were you when the body was discovered?
I was in this room where I'd been working.
What kind of work?
Well, my goal is to become a pet groomer. An animal beautician, so to speak. Oh yes, I was inside cultivating my skills.
In any other prison, such training would be unheard of.
So honestly, I did not see a thing.
That looks off model as hell. Why did he say that? I haven't even asked him anything yet. That's because he's a terrible fucking liar.
Which why? Said to say I won't be any help to you.
This voice isn't really working. Mr. Sowit, I haven't asked you anything yet.
No, wait, that's...
Even if you were to ask, I would not. Also, he's wearing a toupee, right? That's not his actual hair. His actual hair, right? You know something, don't you?
Oh, that's...
It seems he's indeed hiding something. Let's try to press it out of him. Frank Sowit, huh? Okay, now this is the background. Oh, never mind. Fuck this background, apparently. The couple seconds of that background constant. Why does this background exist? I think I'm gonna have to call it there. I'm getting hungry and it's getting late and I can't be loud after a certain time.
Alright, good night.